Hello and welcome to the Security Plus Review Questions video series. The goal of this series is to help anyone preparing for the Security Plus certification exams increase their knowledge and confidence so you can pass the exam on your very first try. I am Seolito Rodriguez. The CompTIA Security Plus certification exam it's composed of five knowledge domain. So these are the skills that you will learn. Domain one is general security concepts. Domain two, threats, vulnerabilities, and mitigations. Domain three, security architecture. Four, security operations. And five, security program management and oversight. We will have questions from each of these domains, plenty of questions. Now, the questions are not in any specific order. So this video series is intended for those of you who either have experience already, who do not need to go to a boot camp or any class and waste time with stuff that you already know, or someone who maybe have taken a Security Plus exam and just need to review questions that may appear in the exam. So again, if you don't have any knowledge if you're not an IT professional or a cybersecurity professional, if you come from another industry and you want to take a Security Plus certification exam, so maybe this video is not for you. So this is for someone who either have some experience or someone who has book knowledge about cybersecurity that wants to prepare for this certification exam. Question 1. Which of the following threat actors is the most likely to be hired by a foreign government to attack critical systems located in other countries? A. Hacktivist. B. Whistleblower. C. Organized crime. Or D. Unskilled attacker. The correct answer here is C. Organized crime. Organized crime, it's hired by nation state as proxies for cyber attacks. They possess advanced capabilities and they provide plausible deniability for governments. Answer A is incorrect because a hacktivist acts independently based on ideology. B, a whistleblower reveals internal issues, not a threat actor. And D is an unskilled attacker. It lacks the skills for sophisticated attacks. Now, it is important to note that because there are so many advanced cyber offense tools available on the internet, uh, there may be the case in which a unskilled attacker learn how to use one of those tools and it's able to perform some rather advanced attack. But generally for the exam, these are the kind of expectations to answer this kind of questions. Question 2. Which of the following is used to add extra complexity before using a one-way data transformation algorithm? A. Key stretching. B. Data masking. C. Steganography. Or D. Salting. And the correct answer here is D. Salting. Salting adds random data to input. For example, to passwords before hashing. Prevents attackers from using pre-computed hash tables, as in rainbow tables, and also ensures identical inputs produce different hashes. A is incorrect because key stretching strengthens keys after salting, not before hashing. B is incorrect because data masking hides data for uh, testing or analytics, not related to hashing. And C is incorrect because steganography hides data within other media, not used with hashing algorithms. Question 3. An employee clicked a link in an email from a payment website that asked the employee to update contact information. The employee entered the login information but received a page not found error message. Which of the following types of social engineering attacks occurred? A. Brand impersonation. B. Pretexting. C. Typo squatting. Or D. Phishing. The correct answer here is D. Phishing. Phishing is a deceptive email tricked the user into entering credentials. Fake login page led to credential harvesting. Classic example of a phishing attack using a fraudulent link, for example. Now, A is incorrect because brand impersonation, often part of phishing, but not the full tactic here. Pretexting involves a fabricated scenario to gather info. Usually, it's interactive. And typo squatting relies on mistyped URLs, not clicking a crafted phishing link. Question 4. An enterprise is trying to limit outbound DNS traffic originating from its internal network. Outbound DNS requests will only be allowed from one device with the IP address of 10.50.10.25. Which of the following firewall ACLs will accomplish this goal? I'm not going to read all these choices over here, so pause for a second, read the choices and try to answer the question. Now, keep in mind that the Security Plus exam has 90 questions and you have 90 minutes to answer those questions. So time is very important. So you have about 1 minute per question. Some of the questions are very short and easy, but some questions are very long and complex, and they will take you more than 1 minute to read. But again, make sure you know your stuff. The correct answer here is D. Permit DNS port 53 traffic only from 10.50.10.25/32. Deny all other outbound DNS traffic from any IP address. That's what the 0.0.0/0 means. Matches the rule order. So permit a specific, then deny all. A is incorrect because it allows all IPs to send DNS first. So the deny for 10.50.10.25 is ineffective. B is incorrect because permits only destination 10.50.10.25, not the source. So it's the wrong direction. And C is incorrect because allows all DNS traffic before the deny. The permit rule comes first and overrides. Question 5. A data administrator is configuring authentication for a SaaS application and would like to reduce the number of credentials employees need to maintain. The company prefers to use domain credentials to access new SaaS applications. Which of the following methods would allow this functionality? A. SSO, B. LEAP, C. MFA, or D. PEAP or PEAP. The correct answer here is A. SSO. Single sign-on lets users access multiple applications using one set of domain credentials. They reduce the number of passwords users need to remember. They are ideal, or rather SSO, it's ideal for SaaS authentication integration using existing identity providers such as Azure AD, Okta, AWS, etc. B, or LEAP, is incorrect because it's a Cisco wireless authentication protocol not used for SaaS or domain credential integration. C, MFA, is incorrect because MFA adds a second factor for security but doesn't reduce the number of credentials. And D, PEEP, is incorrect because it's a secure authentication protocol for wireless networks, not suitable for SaaS login unification. Question 6. Which of the following scenarios describe a possible business email compromise attack? A, an employee receives a gift card request in an email that has an executive's name in the display field of the email. B, employees who open an email attachment receive message demanding payment in order to access files. C, a service desk employee receives an email from the HR director asking for a login credentials to a cloud administrator account. Or D, an employee receives an email with a link to a phishing site that is designed to look like the company's email portal. The correct answer here is A. It's a classic business email compromise, or BEC attack, or BEC. It uses social engineering and a spoofing of an executive's identity. Typically involves requests for gift cards, wire transfers, or sensitive info. B is incorrect because it describes ransomware, not BEC. C is incorrect because it involves credential harvesting, but leans more toward phishing or pretexting. And D is a typical phishing attack using fake login portals. Question 7. A company prevented direct access from the database administrator's workstations to the network segment that contains database servers. Which of the following should a database administrator use to access the database servers? A, jump server, B, radius, C, HSM, or D, load balancer? The correct answer is A, jump server. A jump server, or a jump box, is a secure intermediary system used to access devices in a separate security zone. It allows indirect access to sensitive systems like database servers. It is common in segmented network architecture for admin access control. B is incorrect because radius is an authentication protocol not used for accessing segmented networks. C is incorrect because HSM is a hardware security module used for key storage and encryption, not remote access. And D is incorrect, load balancer, because it distributes network or app traffic, not an access control tool for admins. Question 8. An organization's internet-facing website was compromised when an attacker exploited a buffer overflow. Which of the following should the organization deploy to best protect against similar attacks in the future? A, a next-generation firewall, NGFW. B, a WAF. C, TLS. D, SD-WAN. The correct answer here is B, WAF. A web application firewall inspects and filters HTTP and HTTPS traffic to block web-based attacks. It detects and blocks input-based threats like buffer overflow, SQL injection, and XSS attacks, specifically designed to protect web applications. A is incorrect because a next-generation firewall offers deep packet inspection but not application-specific protection like a WAF. C is incorrect because TLS encrypts data in transit but doesn't stop code injection or buffer overflows. And D, the software-defined SD1 manages network paths for performance and cost, not security focused. Question 9. An administrator notices that several users are logging in from suspicious IP addresses. After speaking with the users, the administrator determines that the employees were not logging in from those IP addresses and resets the affected users' passwords. Which of the following should the administrator implement to prevent this type of attack from succeeding in the future? A. Multi-factor authentication. B. Permissions assignment. C. Access management. Or D. Password complexity. And the correct answer here is A. Multi-factor authentication. MFA adds an extra layer of protection by requiring something you have or something you are, for example, a phone or a biometric, such as in your face recognition or fingerprint, in addition to a password. MFA prevents unauthorized access even if a password is compromised. It is highly effective against credential theft from phishing or brute force attacks. B is incorrect because permissions assignment controls what users can access, not how they authenticate. C, access management, it's a broad concept. MFA is a specific, stronger control. And D, password complexity, it helps somewhat, but it doesn't stop attackers with the stolen credentials. So if your credentials are stolen, it doesn't matter how complex or long your password is. Question 10. An employee receives a text message that appears to have been sent by the payroll department and is asking for credential verification. Which of the following social engineering techniques are being attempted? Choose two. A. Typo squatting. B. Phishing. C. Impersonation. D. Vision. E. Smishing. Or F. Misinformation. The correct answers are C. Impersonation and E. Smishing. Smishing is SMS-based phishing, where attackers try to steal credentials via text. Impersonation occurs when the attacker pretends to be a trusted entity, in this case, the payroll department. A is incorrect because typo squatting involves fake websites using misspelled URLs, not text messages. Phishing is incorrect because it's a general term for credential stealing via email, not SMS. The vision is incorrect because voice phishing via phone calls, not texts. And F, misinformation, is incorrect because it refers to false or misleading information sharing, not credential theft. This is the end of this section. Each of these videos, it's going to be about 20 questions so that the videos are not so long. If you like this content, please remember to like it, like my channel, subscribe to it so that you are informed when new videos are published. Thank you, and I hope that you continue with me on this journey to become Security Plus certified and pass this test in your first attempt.